Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Feel free to write to me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding to this video or any other videos that I have posted in the past. If you have any videos that you would like me to make, please let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. You probably noticed that this is a new format of my video presentations. I used to actually appear on camera in the beginning when I first started doing my YouTube video. But then I run into a problem because I have a difficult time to manage it. Since I'm a one-man team, I don't have anybody to hold the camera for me. And to get the lighting correctly and everything, it takes way too much time than it's possible if I want to post a video each day. And the reason I want to post a video each day because I want to demonstrate that home cooking is possible as a daily routine. So that's the trade-off. But I have been a professor for my entire lifetime, and I realize the importance of a direct contact with the audience. And for the audience to be able to see me when I speak is very important. So over the years, I have been working on trying to figure a way out how to solve this problem. I guess I'm kind of pretty much able to resolve that now. So from this point on, at least I will try to be on camera at the same time during my video presentation. In today's video, I would like to address a problem that actually was brought up to me recently. One viewer wrote to me and she said she recently bought us a ladle set and a wok spatula for stir frying. Initially she wanted to just buy a wok spatula, but it comes with also a ladle as well. The ladle, she said, was very strange because it has a very long handle. In fact, the handle is as long as the wok spatula. And she said, how did you use the ladle? Now, the ladle actually is relatively new to be used in stir frying. When I first worked in a Chinese restaurant, which is shortly after I arrived in the United States. But the first summer of my undergraduate college, I worked in a Chinese restaurant in Chicago. And at that time, everybody used a wok spatula for stir frying. In fact, I have never seen people use a ladle. And then about 4 years later, just before I started graduate school, I worked in a Chinese restaurant in Wisconsin. And I was a cook. And I also only used the wok spatula. But time has changed. In fact, now today, the ladle is the tool of choice when you look at stir frying in a Chinese restaurant. And that actually turned out to be very confusing for lots of people. Of course, most of us would like to stir fry like the professionals. But how did you do that? And that turned out to be one of the most significant and interesting challenges. Here I want to demonstrate to you how a professional uses a wok spatula. Now you notice that in this case, he used a round bottom wok. Now a lot of people ask me is that which one is better? Is a round bottom wok or a flat bottom wok? Now one thing you need to keep in mind is that a round bottom wok works very well in what we call a professional wok stove. Now the professional wok stove is really nothing more than a round hole with flame that coming out. And in the old days, it would be wood flame, but now it's mainly gas. The heat is so intense that it will allow a person to actually to light up the content in the wok, and usually it's with alcohol. Now, as you can see here, another thing that this person does is that in addition to using the wok spatula to mix things, but he also rotate and shake the wok. Now here, we have a change now. Now you notice that the person actually used only a ladle. Now, why does the ladle work in this particular case? One thing what's very obvious is that the ladle is great for scooping things and put it into the wok. So if you have any sauce or any fluid that you will add to it, the ladle is perfect for that purpose. However, the ladle is not very good for stirring. Because the ladle, unlike the wok spatula, which is shaped like a shovel, in fact, you can actually turn foods over inside the wok. But the ladle, you cannot do that. So the combination of using a ladle when you use the wok spatula in a previous portion when the cook was cooking, is that he actually used the wok and to toss the food. But he did not toss the food in any sort of height that sometimes you see people do it on YouTube. He just gradually and slowly agitated the food. And then he used the wok spatula to push the foods around. And by using this method, he's able to agitate the food and mix the food in the wok without having to use the wok spatula, in this case, to turn the food over. So this is a demonstration of the adaptation, how the ladle comes into being. Now the ladle turned out to be an excellent tool, particularly when you want to do things quickly, when you want to put sauces into the wok, when you want to scoop things out of the wok and put it onto the plate. The ladle is really, really good for that purpose. So as you can see in here, by making minor modifications, you can create many different approaches to how you do stir frying. And in here, without any questions, the ladle is superior than a wok spatula, particularly if you work on a round wok stove that will allow you to turn the food very rapidly. Now, this actually moved to the next level. So before you remember the wok which I showed you in a previous portion of the video, the wok is actually fairly large. But now they actually use smaller wok. And this type of wok is very popular in certain part of China, in the northern part of China, as well as in Taiwan. And in fact, the wok here used is sometimes referred to as a Taiwanese wok. Now, one thing I want to show you is that how flexible stir frying is. And the reason stir frying is so flexible is that you can cook many different ingredients together at the same time. And in many ways, stir frying is both complicated and easy at the same time. What I mean by complicated is that you can create really complex dishes. Now, Chinese cuisine is a well-known cuisine with many, many different variations of how foods are being cooked. And as you can see in here, that because of the flexibility, you can't use it to stir-fried ingredients. You can use the wok actually to boil ingredients. You can use the wok to make sauces. You can use the wok to do all kinds of stuff. And you can use large wok, small wok. And in this case, in a restaurant, this small wok actually turned out to be better because it is lighter for the cook to move it around. And the nice thing is that because it is small, it is easy for him to shake the food inside the wok. Now, that's one thing you probably notice is that how flexible he is using different type of ingredients. And in this particular case, the wok ladle is just perfect for that purpose. He already has all his ingredients that are put out in those buckets, so he can easily scoop them over and put it into his wok. Now, I have never cooked like this before, except about probably 10 years ago, I met a friend, and he came from Houston, Texas. He operates a Vietnamese Chinese restaurant. And I talked to him. I said, what is the best wok to use? He said, the best wok depends on what's your purpose. He said, at home, you probably would much prefer a larger wok, like a 14-inch, because a larger wok gives you more room for stirring the content. And of course, you do not want to spill things out of the wok. That gives you more flexibility. But in a restaurant setting, he said the trend is to go with smaller wok. And in this case, you can see how the difference. This is a 14-inch wok. And in this case, the wok spatula is the main tool for you to mix the ingredients in the wok. And it works much better from that standpoint. The wok spatula actually do as good a job in mixing content. But if you have a lot of heat and you are in a hurry and you want to cook very quickly, then it's much easier to using a ladle to agitate the food, and then you shake the food and then to have it mix it right there. So I want to emphasize is that home cooking and professional cooking are quite different. They are not exactly the same. The purpose is different, the intention is different, and most importantly, the amount of heat that is different. In the case of home cooking, your heat capacity is much less as compared to in professional cooking, which you probably quite often, the chef might be handling a wok stove that will provide about maybe as much as 250,000 BTU. Now that's a lot of BTU. Most of the home stove is only around perhaps 15 to 20,000 BTU. So you're talking about 10 times more firepower. And if you cook like this, unless you can cook very fast, unless you know exactly what you are doing, like a choreographed dance, then the likelihood for things to get burned is very, very high. Unfortunately, this has been provide a wrong impression for people who cook at home. They feel that if they cook at home, they should be cooked like professionals. Here is a demonstration of somebody who actually do a just commercial of how to use this wok, and he tried to shake food in the wok. The problem is that when you lift up the food and then shake it like this, you're already away from the heat, and you are not using a lot of heat. And this is, to me, is one of the probably the most significant misinformation. And so here is a cynic way to look at how you stir food. Here's another example, is that when you do cook at home, and if you want to stir the food well and able to cook it in a way that you will want to, you want to make sure that you have the right wok spatula. And to me, that is really critical. Okay, I hope this video provides you with some guidance of how to stir your food, and what's the difference between a wok spatula and a wok ladle, and why a wok ladle is not good for you at home, and why tossing the food at home is also not a good idea, and you don't have to do that. And the importance about home cooking is that you want it to be comfortable. You want it to be something that you can do, that you're going to enjoy, and without the pressure and stress that impose on you. So I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine. If you'd like to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So keep on cooking, and I will see you tomorrow.